I don't think you can afford to not have a crypto strategy in 2022. Hi, it's Lauralee, excited to be sharing my 2022 crypto investment strategy with you today. This strategy includes coins, altcoins, NFTs, Metaverse startups, and a teeny tiny hedge against hyperinflation. If that sounds interesting, then grab a beverage and stick around. That is not LaCroix. That's definitely Red Bull. Tasty though, delicious. Be sure to hit subscribe. You can always change your mind later. And as always, this is just my personal opinion and my personal strategy. This is not investment advice. Getting started, my crypto investment thesis for 2022, I can't even say the year we're going into, is built on a few key principles. 1, crypto is here to stay. 2, there are assets out there that have room to grow upwards of 1,000%, but are still affordable today. 3, software is a digital representation of human thought, and software that augments human logic will prevail. 4, we're going for long-term investments over short-term day trading. And 5, diversification. We want a nice diversified portfolio. I'm not in a position where I have to go all in on one currency or one token or coin. And I think most people who have the capital to invest in cryptos are in a similar situation. Now, these things might all sound obvious, but a lot of stories you hear about people becoming overnight crypto millionaires, that's what they've done. They've gone all in on one asset. And what you don't hear about as often, but is far more common, are the people that take a year or more to become crypto millionaires because those stories aren't as exciting. As far as the room to grow part, if we look at a meme coin like Shiba Inu's, its value increased 43 million% in 2021. It's a little late on that one for me. And it's not that Shiba Inus are necessarily going to go away anytime soon, but odds are their value isn't going to grow another 1,000%. So the return on investment just isn't there. At least it's not there for me. So I'm not expecting my crypto picks to climb to that extreme, but they do all have that room to grow, like I said. And as always, crypto investing remains risky, so never invest more than you're willing to lose, or more than you can afford to lose. First, let's go over the coins and altcoins that I'm looking at. So going into 2022, 50% of my crypto investment capital is likely going to Algorand, Cardano, Solana, Aave, and of course, Ethereum, all which have gained less than 1,000% this year. So let's take a closer look at that. First, there is Cardano and its native token ADA or ADA. Cardano was founded 6 years ago by Ethereum co-founder Charles Hoskinson, and at the time of filming this, it has the biggest market cap of all altcoins. ADA is a 3rd generation coin, which means it was built to have more uses than a 1st gen coin like Bitcoin, and can do pretty much everything Ethereum can do and more. Specifically, the team behind Cardano wanted it to be a truly self-sustaining decentralized system. The idea is that people who own ADA will be able to propose improvements for the Cardano platform, which other coin holders can vote on. And this all sounds great, but Cardano has had a super lengthy R&D period, which is still ongoing, so it's kind of slow. So for now, I'm just keeping a few ADAs in my wallet in the hopes that Cardano will deliver on their promises and roll out a platform that can rival Bitcoin and Ethereum. Okay, next we have Algorand. The key advantage I see with Algorand is that it has real-world utility. An MIT professor created Algorand in 2017, and it has become a champion of transaction speed. The coin is the Algo, and lots of crypto investors hold it because it works across blockchain networks and gives developers a way to launch multi-chain projects. So those investors out there who are bullish on connectivity within a decentralized space often prefer options like Algorand because the network's interoperability is so intriguing. And you can buy Algo at the Algorand native token on exchanges like Coinbase. And like Cardano, I'm not doing anything special with these ones, I'm just holding them. And if I'm saying all of these names wrong or butchering them, like I really never actually speak about crypto to anyone. Everything I do is over text, so I have like not actually had to say these out loud in a while. So if I'm butchering the names, I'm sorry, but like who actually talks to people anymore other than when we're doing this? I need friends. things. Okay, number 3 is Ethereum, and Ethereum is the world's second largest cryptocurrency after Bitcoin. It has been around since 2015, and I actually bought my first ETH in 2017, but there's still a lot more to come, and 2022 may be Ethereum's biggest year yet. And why? Well, because if we look at Saturn, it's in the 4th house. Is Venus conjuncting Mercury in a retrograde? No, I don't even know what I'm saying. I'm just kidding. 2022 could be a big year for Ethereum because the blockchain is scheduled to release a very important update, and that is the Ethereum 2 upgrade, which will solve the biggest problems facing Ethereum right now, and that is transaction speed. So right now, Ethereum can process about 30 transactions per second. After the upgrade, that should be closer to 100,000. And they're doing this by moving from a proof of work to proof of stake validation method. Without getting too far into what this means, it just cuts out a lot of the complex computing required for Ethereum and makes it less energy intensive and more environmentally friendly. If the upgrade's launch is successful, Ethereum, which is already a crypto giant, could get even bigger. And if you're looking to buy Ethereum, you can do that on pretty much any exchange or wallet. So moving on to number 4, and that is Aave. And if you've been around this channel a while, you've heard me talk about Aave before. It's an Ethereum-based DeFi lending platform, and they support about 30 different cryptocurrencies. So how it works is users deposit funds which they wish to lend on the Aave platform. The funds are collected into a pool, and then borrowers can withdraw from those pools when they take out a loan. And you can use the platform to lend, generate income through lending, and borrow, or you can just buy Aave and hold it as an investment. And if you lend others your crypto, you get an annual percentage yield of more than 3%, maybe a little more, a little less, depending on the time of day. Again, the best fiat savings account yields for December are about 0.5%. So it's a great way to earn passive income. And both users and investors of Aave should also benefit from that Ethereum 2 upgrade happening in 2022, speeding up transactions and reducing network congestion. And then finally, we have Solana. Solana is an altcoin that is probably the closest thing that Ethereum has to a rival. It's similar to Cardano in that the biggest selling point of Solana is its transaction speed and sustainability. Solana operates on a proof of history and proof of stake, and as a result has lower fees than Ethereum. Solana's verification process consumes far less energy and presents a greener alternative to Bitcoin and Ethereum. Solana is also wildly popular for new NFT projects because the gas fees are super low. To carry out a transaction on Ethereum, you will pay an average of $100 to have your transaction added to the block. And on Solana, that is an average gas fee of 0.00025 $5, which I think is 1/4%. I'm not doing anything special with my Solana at the moment. It's just sitting in my wallet, but I wanted to have it ready in case there's an NFT drop that I want to get into. Speaking of, that is all from coins and altcoins. Let's move right on to NFTs. So in 2022, I'm going to continue to invest in NFTs, but specifically at the mint or drop stage. I don't have a specific number in mind for what I'm going to invest in NFTs, but I'd probably cap it at 30% of my investable capital. And keeping with my investment thesis, I'm not interested in buying a punk or a Bored Ape at this point because the ROI is now too low, even though the price of each of these is really high. So getting in on a drop sounds easy and maybe obvious, but how do you do that? And the way to find out about these drops is to follow the NFT conversations on Twitter and Discord. And if you want to follow these conversations and potentially get in on a drop or giveaway, I've made a list on Twitter that you can follow. It looks like this. And these include accounts like @allnick, @JPEGLord, Gary V, Larva Labs, and Avalanche. This list is public, so you can subscribe to it. You don't have to follow me, although that would be cool if you did. I'll follow you back. And I don't think you even have to have a Twitter account to see this list. You can just bookmark it and come back and check what's going on in that feed. Okay, my 2022 strategy also includes more traditional investments in some Web3 companies. I'm allocating about 10% to this category. And these startups include Create, which is currently running a project called NF Treehouse, which brings creators to their audience using sustainable NFTs. I'm working with a company called NeuroRehab VR that makes virtual reality programs for people in physical therapy. And of course, I'm continuing to run FutureSight AR, which makes augmented reality applications for the military. February. So yes, all of these companies touch the metaverse space, but they also intersect crypto, green tech, Web3, healthcare, and defense tech, which makes for a nice diversified portfolio. And these are just examples of the types of startups you may want to look into and invest in. You really have to get out there and kind of see what is a good fit for you personally. And investing when it comes to startups doesn't always mean giving them venture capital. You can go work for a startup, you can join a board, or you can go intern. All of these things can lead to an equity offering, which is a great way to diversify your portfolio as well. Now, finally, I have reserved 10% of my crypto investment dollars for a hedge against hyperinflation. While it isn't the only option, I am going with Bitcoin on this one. And hyperinflation has been in the news lately. Jack Dorsey, the CEO of Twitter, cited an impending hyperinflation crisis as one of the reasons he stepped down as CEO. And Michael Burry, who predicted the 2008 financial crisis, also tweeted about impending hyperinflation back in February before disappearing off of Twitter. Now, no mainstream experts are saying hyperinflation yet, and Dorsey is also an advocate of Bitcoin, so it's possible he's just trying to get people to buy Bitcoin, which is why I'm not putting more funds towards this. But if hyperinflation does hit, it will make for some very challenging times, so I don't want to be completely unprepared either. I can do a whole video on this if you'd like me to, just let me know in the comments. And technically, you can use any cryptocurrency with a set number of coins to potentially hedge against inflation. I'm just going with Bitcoin because it's what they used in Venezuela when hyperinflation hit there, and it seemed to work pretty well. Okay, thank you for watching to the end. Let me know what your 2022 crypto strategy includes, even if that means staying the hell away from anything blockchain related. I hope this helped you understand the metaverse that 1% more. Keep living your legacy, and we'll see you next time. Okay, bye.